Inshallah, let us begin the class with the morning dua. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad kama sallaita ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka hamidun majid fil ardi wala fis samai wa huwas samiul alim. Raditu billahi rabba wa bil islami dina wa bi Muhammadin nabiyya. Allahumma zidni ilman nafi'ah wa rizqan tayyiba wa amalan mutaqabbala. Ya muqallibal qulub thabbit qulubana ala dinik wa ala ta'atik. Allahumma adkhilna jannatak. Allahumma adkhilna jannatak. Allahumma adkhilna jannatak. Wajirna minan nar. Wajirna minan nar. Wajirna minan nar. Allahumma khtim lana bil husnil khatimah. Wala takhtim alayna bisu'il khatimah. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah wa fil akhirati hasanah wa qina azaban nar. Sallallahu ala Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Amin ya rabbal alamin. All praise due to Allah Rabbil Alameen for His blessing, His mercy, especially His guidance. And Alhamdulillah, we have been trying our best to be consistent in remembering Allah. By reciting the morning prayer every morning, it helps us to be connected to Almighty Allah. It helps us to make us more humble, that we need His guidance. We need His mercy. Making this dua that we have been practicing every morning in our Wednesday class or Sunday class is something that will make us closer to Allah Almighty. And always remember that being human, we always need Allah's guidance, mercy, blessing, and also His forgiveness. One of the dua that we have been asking Allah, Ya muqallibal qulub, O Allah, who move the hearts of every one of us. There is the Malay word used as family is rumah tangga. I was thinking lately why you use the word rumah and got tangga. Tangga, up and down. They have to go up and down. Family is always tested with up and down situation. Good time, bad time, happy, sad. And the rumah, I was thinking rumah is like a fortress to protect you from all the disturbance. The wind, the storm, the sun, the heat, the rain. All these are all obstacles, challenges. You cannot escape. Then while you are inside, it's your duty to try to protect it. But the outside is going to fade after a while. You repaint it again. There is life. We are trying to reflect about a lot of words that we have been using. We say to Allah, the one who moved the hearts of all of us. We ask Allah to make our heart at peace, that we believe in the Qada of Qadar. Not only when things that please us. Things go according to what we want. No. Qada and Qadar also telling us how to accept what is not good for us. But don't give up. Everything that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ordained on every one of us as a believer, we know that it is a test. But for people who have the right belief in Qada and Qadar, they will never let this test fail them. They will never let this test stop them from moving forward. So they keep on moving. Like how the companions keep on moving with all the obstacles, the challenges they have from their family, from their society, from their community. At the end of the day, Allah gives them victory upon victory. That is how we have to look into Qada and Qadar. On behalf of our Jama'ah who went to Hajj, majority of them are back here. Group 113, Group 111 is back home. Yeah. Group 114 is still there in Medina. I just got the message today informing me that who is back, which group is back. We have been praying, may Allah Rabbul Alameen strengthen our iman, protect us and our family from the difficult time, from all the fitna that we have to face from day to day. And that's why when you ask Allah for goodness in this life and the next, we always remember everybody. Rabbana atina fid dunya. We use the word na. All of us, not me, you, not those who are worshipping Allah only. We ask for our family, our children, our grandchildren. We have been asking, Alhamdulillah. The Qadar of Allah is you ask. But in the same time, Allah Rabbul Alameen have ordained for those who seek Allah's blessing or whatever you want from Allah, you have to do your part. You want to save yourself from hellfire, you have to work very hard. If you want to save your family, you have to work upon your family. You have to call them together to do what is right. Remind them that how we are reminded in our class every Wednesday or Sunday or even Saturday, so that the reminder will go on consistently. It helps our iman. One, we forget to do this. We are worried if we keep on forgetting to remind each other. Allah remind us, وَلَا تَكُونُوا كَالَّذِينَ نَسُوا اللَّهَ فَأَنْسَاهُمْ أَنفُسَهُمْ أُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْفَاسِقُونَ. In Surah Hashar, Allah said, don't be among the people who keep on forgetting Allah, the reminder of Allah. Then Allah make you forget who you are. Allah make our children forget who we are. Then we encounter another round of trial where we shouldn't have that problem, because we have given them the best, the upbringing is good, we have exposed them to the Quran, we have taught them how to recite the Quran, how to pray, but we fail to follow up to make them understand what Allah wants us to do in the Quran. Why do we pray? For what reason? To make our life difficult? Do we pray only when we need Allah's help? When we don't need Allah's help, we don't have to pray. All this is very important to remind our children. I believe if we have been doing that, you can see the result is always good. Because The challenges that they are facing, only Allah knows. With all the technology we have today, it is not easy. If the enemy is trying their best every single day to make us forget Allah, how can we not remind ourselves and our children every day about what Allah wants us to do? They can do what they want. Who? The enemy. They can plan. That's up to them. That's part of their work. But we have to be alert. And Allah have alert us about the importance of having faith in Him. Try your best to follow what He wants us to do. This year, Hajj has been very kind to all of us. Weather was, alhamdulillah. The minute when we in Arafah, there's some rain. And the rain stopped before evening because we are going to Muzdalifah and we are going to sleep there. If it rains, you cannot sleep in Muzdalifah. So it cooled down the temperature. We make it more, comfort to the Hujjaj. And when we are back in Mina, it rained again. But when it rained, we are not in the tent. We were outside, in other buildings. But some of the tent is been affected by the rain. But all this is part of Qada and Qadar. The weather is changing. Environment is changing. We hope that our faith will not change. We hope for those who have never been to Hajj, nobody have to plan, go to Hajj as soon as possible. Time is changing very fast. Today is good, tomorrow no one knows. This year, alhamdulillah, good year for all of us. And this, all our Jama'ah have returned back safely, alhamdulillah. We always pray that they will get Hajj Mabrur, Sa'yan Mashkuran, Zamban Ma'furan, wa Tijaratun Lan Tabur. Meaning the best Hajj, and also whatever they have initiated, whatever they do is something that please Allah. And may Allah forgive all their sins and our sins. And may Allah make whatever business we are involved in, or the business of our family, is something that will benefit them here, the hereafter. Ameen. Now let us focus to our book, Believing in Qadar. We are in page number what today? Anybody remember? 105, yeah? 10506 is next to each other, no problem. Let us go back to 105, the first ayah and the top first. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala remind us in Surah Yunus verse 99. وَلَوْ شَاءَ رَبُّكَ لَآمَنَ مَنْ فِي الْأَرْضِ كُلُّهُمْ جَمِيعًا. And had your Lord so willed, if Allah will, anything can happen. The entirely all those on earth would surely have believed. You just have to say kun fayakun. Allah is telling us about His power above His creation. The will of Allah also encompasses a person's choice of misguidance. For example, Allah also said, وَلَوْ شَاءَ اللَّهُ مَا أَشْرَكُوا, Surah Al-An'am, verses 107. If Allah had so willed, they would not have joined partners with Him. Nobody will commit shirk, because nobody will promote shirk. When nobody promotes shirk, then shirk will not happen. When everybody is good, your company is good, there's no corruption. But when you are good, when somebody who is not good, who is close to you, they may corrupt you. Yeah. This and the previous ayah indicate that had Allah so willed, He would have removed the people's choice and forced them all to be believers. Then there is an element of force. There's no more choice. But again, now the younger generation is saying, give us the freedom to choose. Now we have gone through the good and the bad time. So anything that we experience that is not good, I don't think we want our children to go through the same kind of experience. We don't like. Because we do not want them to suffer. So we will always remind them, no. This is not good for you because I have gone through. Once bitten, twice shy. Example. We know all this beautiful word, but we fail to remind the young generation. Of course, when you want to talk to the younger generation, your approach must be rational, logical, and practical. Because they don't have that kind of understanding and experience yet. Allah said, He don't have the intention to force us. He make us human and He give us the freedom to choose. To show that we are different compared with other creation of Allah. We can choose to be better than the angel or worse than the jinn. Both, we can go up and down. Tangga. Yeah. However, is Allah's wisdom has decreed to maintain their choice of belief and action. Then nobody can say, I was not given a choice. I give you a choice. I created you. I also ordained that is bad, that is good. But I said, eat what is good for you. Don't eat what is not good for you. Follow the right way. Don't follow the wrong way. But both ways is Allah's Qadar. Allah allowed the ways to be there. But then He said, follow my way and don't follow other ways. Intellectual people will understand if they just want to reflect and be honest to themselves. Therefore, Allah's will, though encompassing our will and prevailing over it, does not block our freedom of choice. And Allah is telling us, the beauty of Islam is everything that is happening is been mentioned by Allah in the Quran. Nothing for you to just try to think and argue. No. It's there. That's why the Quran is a divine guidance. It's the truth, nothing but the truth. سيقول الذين أشركوا لو شاء الله ما أشركنا ولا آباؤنا ولا حرمنا من شيء كذلك كذب الذين من قبلهم حتى ذاقوا بأسنا قل هل عندكم من علم فتخرجوه لنا إن تتبعون إلا الظن وإن أنتم إلا تخرصون. In Surah Al-An'am verses 148. Now Allah is telling us what the pagan, the disbeliever, always argue and say. They will say, if Allah had willed, we would not have commit shirk or joined partner with Allah. Nor would our parents have done that. And we would not have prohibited anything without His permission. Because there are times when Allah said, don't do this, they make it do. they make it happen. This is haram, they make it halal. When Allah says this is halal, they make it haram. They just want to be the opposite. It's like our children today. We say this, they say that. Sometimes we encounter that. But sometimes what they say may be true. If what they say is true, then we have to learn, listen, and follow. Yeah, sometimes. Because children are exposed to many things. We are not exposed, maybe. Yeah. And sometimes they are exposed to Google, YouTube. We are still the old-fashioned one. Yeah. So they move faster. But what is right, we listen and we can follow. Because we are supposed to follow what is right. We don't care who is telling us. Ali said, Unzur ila ma qala, la tanzur ila man qala. When you want to move forward, when you want to develop yourself, always look into what is being said to you, not who is saying it. You are my son, how can you tell me? Then you are now belittling the truth. Not only your son. Of course, a good son will not argue with their parent. But now deep in him, he is suffering. But this is what Allah said, Papa. This is what Allah said, Mama. Why can't we accept? No. This has been a tradition, no? Sometimes. Yeah. So the pagan will say, if Allah had willed, we would not have committed shirk with him, nor would our parents have done that. And we would not have prohibited anything without his permission, because we are not given a choice at all to say anything, to do anything, so we just follow. Thus have those before them lied until they tasted our punishment. Say, do you have any knowledge about this? That you can produce for us, you only follow doubts and you only create falsehood. You create excuse after excuse. Now this is very important. A lot of people also give excuses. But when they get what they want, no excuse. But when they fail to get what they want, apa nak buat? Odin already Qadar. Never mind, we accept that. But once you accept that, that means you are ready for whatever punishment that is coming. Every action, there is a action. You do something bad, the law come after you. You break the law will look for you. That's why in committing what is wrong, there are two ways of doing it. One, you do it privately, secretly, is between you and God. You do it openly, you are sending the wrong signal to the people and also to the authority. What can the authority do? Oh, authority can do a lot of things. What can you do? Maybe we can do openly, we can do it secretly too. There are two types of sins. We always ask Allah Rabbul Alameen to help us to make sure that if we will commit any sin, it's not to challenge Allah's authority, but is cause our weaknesses. Is sin good for us? What do you think? Is committing sins good for us? Yeah? Sometimes Making mistake, is that good sometimes? The minor mistake that don't cause harm to others, it make you more humble. If you always miss right or miss the right, oh, very difficult. Whenever people say to you, no, I have never been wrong. So you just listen. Then the ego will come, and pride will come in. It's like people will say, everybody have an image, the self-image. This is me, man. Everybody have been praising me, saying how good I am. How can you say that I'm like this and like that? No way. People who praise us, is their duty. They value our good deed, our goodness. But we must be very careful. It's not good to keep on going and don't praise people. You are nobody when he is somebody. My mother know nothing. Know nothing. Look at you. You know everything is from her. No, you know how to speak, how to mention this word is from your mother. Yeah, sometimes. Now people always give excuses. When the day of judgment, Allah will ask us, do you have any knowledge about this? For what you claim that you are not given a choice. You know, sometimes your fitra will tell you this is wrong. But you just refuse to accept. So you only follow doubts. You're playing always in the gray area. And you only create falsehood. You try to give excuses that is not right. The excuses that do not cause harm to others is okay. It's between you and Allah. The excuses that you kill somebody, what can I do? Taqdeer already. Wow. Then the law will come after you. The qisas will come after you. A life for a life, an eye for an eye, an ear for an ear, a nose for a nose. Everything is going to come in already. The reason Allah wants that to happen, just to remind the others. Be careful. You cannot just do whatever you want and then you give excuses. It's Qadar. You have to accept, man. You believe in Qadar or not? Accept, khalas. Don't have to argue anymore. No. The Qadar, when it happened, there is also law to follow up. If Allah allowed the family to forgive you, Alhamdulillah. And the family was given by Allah a choice again. To forgive, ask for compensation money, or life for a life. You have a choice. And the three choice, compassion money, blood money, yeah, an eye for an eye, or forgiveness, a total pardon. Three is halal. Three is halal. Sometimes, if you know that this person have no bad record at all, it's an accident, then it's good to forgive. But if you know this person have bad record, hit and run, you cannot just let him go again. To stop him from causing more harm to others. That's how it goes. Sometimes the law has to be tough to safeguard the majority. Sometimes they just let you go because this is between you and yourself. But when it involves the public, then the law has to be very, very strong, yeah, very firm. If not, then people have no respect to the law today. In this ayah, Allah promises to inflict punishment on those who commit shirk and then justify their shirk with Qadar. Allah don't accept that. They give excuses, Allah don't accept. The punishment is very clear. Allah said, Man mat yushrik billah faqad harramallah alayhi al-jannah wa ma'wahu an-nar. Allah make it very clear, whoever ends his life committing shirk, Allah will not allow him to enter paradise that belong to Allah, and his return is hellfire. Now you don't say Allah force you to go to hellfire. No. He have informed us, you may commit a lot of sins, but as long as you do not commit shirk, then I can forgive all your sins. Is that easy? So simple. But if you choose to commit shirk again, that means you are just too much. That means you don't believe that there is a punishment. Then Allah have to show you. The punishment is true. Nar is true. Jannah is true. The sirat, the bridge is true. These clearly show that Qadar is not an acceptable justification in this case. But on and off, brother and sister, while we are learning about Qadar and Qadar, we also fail to understand. We thought that we had the right understanding. Something good, alhamdulillah, something bad, then we keep on talking about it. And it stopped us from becoming better. It stopped us from giving the people the option to improve. Sometimes a lot of things is not in our control. It's not in our control at all. When we visit a patient after we return back from Hajj, family member, next to the family member is a middle-aged sister. Two broken legs. We ask her how it happened. Next time, if you all visit any patient in the hospital, then it's in the room, not the open one. Even the open, if you have the opportunity, if you're in the room, you're 3 or 4, it's highly recommended not just to visit our family members. Give salam to the neighbors too. They are neighbors. There's nothing wrong. You just spend maybe 3 minutes here, 2 minutes there. Just how are you? How is things getting on? We pray for your fast recovery. Nothing wrong. But sometimes we don't have that kind of feeling at all. So we go straight to the one bed. And now so many people visit this, and the next door, nobody can visit them. How do they feel? What's wrong? You just turn your face. You're Muslim, Assalamualaikum. You're not Muslim, how are you, sisters? You know. Normally they do it that way. Sister, sister's room. Brother, brother. Why not? Have you been doing that some time ago? Do it. You make people feel good, so that we at least care for them. So we asked the sister, what really happened? See what she said to us? I was in a bath. This is the double decker. I have reached my destination. So a lot of the passengers have left. They went off. I overslept. So when the bus moved again to send the other, maybe balance about 3-4 passengers only, and then the bus had an accident. That's how I broke my 2 legs. The bus has stopped. Her destination. So happened when the announcement, kita sampai tempat ini, she overslept. She failed to just come out from the bus. Ini yang kata, sometimes think that you cannot imagine, then the bus hit down to the ground area. Overturn. Mustahil. These are things that can happen. And that is where Qada and Qadar is very important. You just have to accept it because it's not your plan. Neither the bus driver want to go downhill. It just happened. Even though there is common wording between this and the previous ayah, Surah Al-An'am, verses 107, there is an obvious difference in meaning. In the first ayah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala emphasizes the people's choices. Whereas in the second ayah, He rejects their claim that they have no choice. So don't ever say that Allah did not give us a choice. But when it comes to shirk, it's something that you should not choose. If you're given the choice to choose shirk and you commit other sin, why not you do the other sin? Why you choose the major one? You go to the worst kind of sin. Commenting on this ayah, one of the scholars, Saleh al-Fawzan, said, some people make a grievous mistake by justifying their sin and shortcoming with Qada and Qadar. We know the difference of Qada and Qadar. Qada is something predestined, is written in Lawhi Mahfuz. Yeah. When Adam and Moses have a discussion, Moses said to Adam, Adam, why you go and do this thing, cause us to come to this world? If not, we all will be in paradise. God created you and called you to do this, and you go against His command. He said, you are arguing about what Allah have ordained for me. 50,000 years before my creation. Before I exist, Allah have written that this is going to happen. Yeah, no, this is some hadith that the Prophet talked about. Moses is talking to Adam. Yeah. Qadar something that Allah have ordained, no one knows. Qadar is more on how it happened. It may not be used to justify sins and disobedience, but to commit a sin is not said that we are disobedient to Allah. Yeah. Just we have our own weaknesses. That's why when we talk, we are very careful how to use the word. If not, that also can cause us to commit sin. Sometimes the people don't talk, but body language also important. Also is a bad sign that you are belittling somebody, you are signaling it wrong signal. It may not be used to justify sins and disobedience, but rather to explain affliction and disaster. Using Qadar to justify sinning is wrong, because it makes a person abandon repentance and insist on wrongdoing. Whereas using it to explain disaster is good, because it leads to patience and ihtisab, seeking Allah's reward. It's how you understand when somebody commits something that's wrong. If a person do it purposely, of course you have to learn and remind them so that they don't repeat. But if the people are moving, changing, you should be very happy. pray for them, support them, motivate them again. That is very important. It's like our children make a lot of mistakes. We never give up on them. We still support them. We still help them out. The same when we understand who we are, all this feeling, the good feeling, the right attitude towards Qada and Qadar is very important. But we may be learning a lot of things, but we fail to implement it. Some may ask, how can action arise from the will of the individual and yet fall under the Qadar, the divine decree? And how does the divine will encompass them? There's a lot of discussion sometimes. Within ourselves, we encounter that kind of Q&A sometimes. Like this, like that, like this, like that. And then we discuss with somebody gives you their idea, we still argue within ourselves. But when you don't have the right understanding, there's no end in the argument. You must be guided by the Quran and Sunnah, not by what people is telling you. People understanding may differ. Oh, like this, oh, like that. They may know how to convince you. That's why they say the good company is important. If you have good company always move forward and very positive. But bad company always recall. Brother and sister, as husband and wife, rumah tangga. Do you remember the bad time we had with our loved one? But if you want to recall that, how are you going to move forward? You're going to kill all your good feeling. The little good feeling you have, you develop, you say, no more feeling. My feeling is always there. If you don't want to develop it, you do not want to help yourself. There's so many things that can help us if we are positive. But if you have got the wrong company, they keep on giving you, whisper to you, no. If Allah will tell you no, gone case. Allah said, never give up hope. Never give up hope. Hope for yourself. Hope for others. We know a lot of young people, we call them to be good. They are not responding yet. We call them to pray, they are not praying yet. We call them to cover their aura, they are not covering their aura yet. How do we feel? We feel bad? Yeah, sometimes. But after you feel bad, what do? I don't care. You still care for them. Hope one day they will change. Pray for them. Talk to them. That's what Allah wants us. La taqnatu min rahmatillah. Don't give up hope. Especially the mercy of Allah. In answer to this, we noted that Allah is the creator of our deeds, because He is the creator of both our will and ability. Therefore, He is the ultimate creator of our action. From experience as well as Islamic principles, we know very well that this does not conflict with the fact that we are the actual doer of our deeds. We cannot say we don't have the freedom. Look at our children. The baby, they have so much freedom when they are so young. They know how to choose already. Even food also, they know which one they want, which one they don't want. You bring them to the supermarket, you know. You go bring them to the toys, you will know what kind of toy they choose, what kind of toy they don't choose. They seem to know what to choose. You're given that kind of choices. But anything that is good, there's nothing wrong for us to entertain. But also we must be wise whether we should give them this kind of thing when they are at that kind of age. Should we give our grandchildren a smartphone? No, please don't do that. You're going to destroy them very, very fast. See how our young children is showing their temper to us. From a very young age, you take away their, what you call that, PlayStation. Gone case already. Gone case. Immediately, their face turns so sour, they cry, they scream at you. Wow. Alhamdulillah, we don't have that trial before. Because we don't have all this technology at that time. See how technology have changed the mindset, the behavior, the character of children. We have to do something. We can try. When we have dinner together, everybody, let us put our phone one corner. We can try. If not, very difficult. Nobody is talking to anyone anymore. No. Guidance and misguidance are from Allah. We have seen above that the people will have been guided or misguided is encompassed by Allah's will too. This leads us to the conclusion that both guidance and misguidance are ultimately from Almighty Allah. Ibn Mas'ud and other companions of our Prophet ﷺ reported that the Prophet ﷺ often said in the beginning of his speeches. You remember when we all said, Innal hamdalillah nahmaduhu wa nasta'inuhu wa nastaghfiruh wa na'udzu billahi min shururi anfusina min sayyiati a'malina man yahdihillahu fala mudilla lahu wa man yudlil fala hadiya. This is the khutbatul hajj that the Prophet always recite in the beginning of his khutbah speeches, his nasiha, to remind us about he whom Allah guides. No one can misguide. And he whom he misguided, no one can guide. We understand this? This is also an issue. If you don't understand, if you got the wrong understanding, then you don't blame me. Allah don't guide me. Now, how do you want to be guided? How do you want to be guided? When you do not know the way that you are going, if you are driving, how can you be guided? You just have to ask. Nobody to ask. Then what can you do? You have ways. There's so many things now. You just take some tab, key in, and then the Waze is guiding you now. So you just follow. Do you think you'll reach your destination? The normal one. Normally you'll reach your destination. The only thing that Waze will guide you sometimes, will bring you to roads that you've never been before. Huh? Where is this now? Because he is trying to save you from the traffic jam. So if you don't have faith towards ways, it cannot be. And never been to, and then you keep on moving to other way, and then you make ways confused now. This is just an example. Now, if you want guidance, what Allah is trying to tell us, if you follow His guidance, nobody can misguide you. When you follow the Quran and Sunnah, who can misguide you? People can say A, B, C to Z. But you know this is no evidence. There's no ayat to confirm what they say. There's no hadith. You want to say what I say is wrong? Prove to me that what I say is wrong. You cannot, because you don't have the knowledge. It's your emotion, your ego, your frustration that you don't have the knowledge about what you believe. Now I'm telling you the truth. You just do not want to accept. Now I am showing you facts. You must respond with facts. If you follow Allah's guidance, nobody can misguide. Even in the last khutbah, when the Prophet was in Arafah, he did say, "Taraktu fikum amran, lan tadillu bihi ma tamaksaktum bihi, lan tadillu bihi ma tamaksaktum bihi, amran bainan kitab Allah wa sunnatu rasul." I leave behind two things. If you hold fast to these two things, you will never be misguided. These are clear commandment, clear instruction from Allah. That is the Quran and my Sunnah, the Prophet is telling us. That's why the first, second, third generation don't have issue like we have today. Whatever issue they encounter, they just go back Quran and Sunnah, khalas. We have problem until today. My feeling, I think. And now you have, lately because of what is happening, you have people who are not yet a Muslim is telling us, we want to protect the Muslim in this country. We don't want all these foreign speakers because they are Wahhabis. Who is talking? A non-believer. And then you have Muslim from an Islamic institution who is the founder and the chairman of the Islamic institution, also said the same. This is weird for them to say because they don't know what they are talking about. They don't have no knowledge about Islam. They don't know who is Muhammad Abdul Wahab. They don't have any idea about it. But they just want to pick up what we say. And then they want to come and say, I am helping you all. Astaghfirullah. And now you have so-called Muslim who downgrade himself, talk like a disbeliever. That is worse, a shame to us. For not yet Muslims say anything, we know. Allah is telling us, وَإِبَادُ الرَّحْمَنِ الَّذِينَ يَمْشُونَ عَلَى الْأَرْضِ حَوْنًا وَإِذَا خَاطَبَهُمُ الْجَاهِلُونَ قَالُوا سَلَامًا. Allah is guiding us, you see, for the people who believe in Allah, the believer. When you are moving around on this planet Earth, you encounter a lot of people who will argue with you, discuss matter with you, say things. And they are talking without knowledge. It's like the Prophet time. They just give excuses. Why are you going to disturb us? Why you come and change our lifestyle when you tell us what we have been doing is wrong? Just leave us alone. It's been our practice. They are jahiliyyah. Allah called them jahiliyyah. People who don't have the right understanding and the right knowledge about religion. They know how to do business. They know how to live. They know how to have family. But they don't have the right understanding about the truth and the whole truth, nothing but the truth, not tradition, not culture, but the truth. For you to argue with them, Allah said, Qalu salam. Just leave them. But if you call you are a Muslim and you are talking like them, astaghfirullah azim. What kind of understanding you have about Islam? Weird, you know, the way we are responding to what is happening around us. I personally feel what went wrong is we have not been very proactive. We have been too passive, quiet, and people are moving faster and faster. You come out. You know, either you do your da'wah or you will be da'wah. That's how it goes. People, the silence of the scholars, the silence of good people allow the bad guy to surface more. The truth must be, you must speak out the truth. Then you don't give space for the falsehood to come. Whatever that is happening, and if you don't act, don't say anything, means to them what they say is true. So that's why we have to respond. Every one of us who have the means to respond, respond. But respond with hujjah, not with emotion, but with dalil. He whom Allah guides, no one can misguide you. Because you ask them, where is your proof? No proof, kalas. I'm not going to entertain. How can people misguide you? How can people corrupt your mindset? And he whom he misguide means you do not choose to be guided by Allah. It's not that Allah the one to guide you. You choose not to follow his guidance. Then no one can guide you. Because guidance belongs to Allah. Other people may want you to follow them with a hidden agenda. Allah has no agenda except to reward you with Jannah. Therefore, it is recommended to supplicate to Allah, asking Him for guidance. And I want to end here because this is what we, majority of the Muslims in this country, always ask Allah every Fajr prayer. Dua kunut. Without dua kunut, we feel that our prayer is not perfect. Yeah. The grandson of our Prophet, Hussain bin Ali, the son of Sayyidina Ali, the first son, the eldest son, reported that the grandfather, Prophet Muhammad, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, taught him to say in his kunut prayer. And this kunut prayer is taught to Hussain bin Ali to recite in the witr prayer. Allahumma hdini fi man hadait, wa afini fi man afait, wa tawallani fi man tawallait, wa barik li fi ma atait, wa qini sharra ma qadait. Fa innaka taqdi wa la yuqda alayk, wa innahu la yazillu man walait. ولا عز من آديت تباركت ربنا وتعالى لا منجا منك إلا إليك. O Allah, guide me with those whom you guide. That's what we ask. If we have been asking and we know what we are asking and we follow what we ask, we have no problem today. But we have so much problem because we are just reciting without understanding, no commitment in our dua. Just for the sake of reciting. We don't feel at all. How do you want to be guided like the early people be guided? Look at the iman of the Sahaba, the Tabi'in. How they are guided? They are guided by the Quran and the Sunnah of the Prophet. Not hearsay, not opinions, not tradition. And then we ask Allah, وَعَافِنِي فِي مَنْ عَافَيْ, protect me with those whom you protect. When you are in the guidance of Allah, you'll be protected from all the misguidance. Yeah. Support me with those whom you support. Why Allah support the early generation? They are minority, but Allah give them victory because they follow the guidance. And Allah promised us, if you come to me, I will give you what you want. Allah said, وَعْدَ اللَّهُ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا مِنْكُمْ وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ لَيَسْتَخْلِفَنَّهُمْ فِي الْأَرْضِ. Allah promised us. We don't deserve all the victory today. Why? Allah said, I promise those who believe in me and act righteously, not just believe without action. You must engage in righteous deeds. Allah never break His promise. We always break our promise. Look at what happened to the early generation. Because they have the right iman and they act righteously, that's why Allah give them victory. Allah promised, I will give you authority. I will appoint you to be Khalifatullah fil ardi. And that's why Allah gave it to them. It's not because of their numbers. Muslims are small in number at that time. Muslims don't have all the equipment like the enemy have, but because they have faith in Allah and they act righteously, they are kind, they are loving people, they care about people, they feel for others, they are not judgmental, they are not here to condemn, but they are here to save, to call people to Allah. And that's why Allah keep on supporting them. Allahu Akbar. The two greatest empire, Rome and Persia, just collapsed because of the truth. It's not because we are powerful compared with the Roman Empire, and they are more powerful, but because of the truth, because of the iman that we have, the justice that we show to them. Even you are against us, now we are in power, we will never come against you, we are not going to take any revenge, we give you your freedom, antum tulaqa, like how the Prophet, they were chased away from Mecca, they've been tortured, they are being killed, some of the people, because of iman. But when the Prophet entered Mecca, in the Fath al-Mecca, he asked them, what do you think we will do to you now? Of course, now they have to say, oh, you are a good man, you are a kind man from the kind family, the good thing is going to come. Then the Prophet said, whoever go into your house, nobody can cause harm to you. We give back your freedom. We never force people. But when we want to practice our religion, people is forcing us not to follow. A lot of countries, when we want to pray, wear hijab, they say no. Why suddenly you have all these kind of laws coming up? Before you don't have that. You respect everybody's right, But suddenly you are stopping our right. You don't want to eat beef, people want to eat beef. Is that a problem? We don't have problem. People want to eat whatever they want to eat. That is their food. But you got to have the wrong belief. Animal is animal. Animal is no God. Human is human. Angel is angel. They are no God. But when you want to behave like animal, then it's problem. If the animal can talk, you say, what are you doing to me? If the animal can just speak, say, what are you doing to me? I am Allah's creation. Don't you see that I am Allah's creation? I am just an animal. In the movie, you can say anything. A monkey god, that is just word, it's just movie. They can give God to so many things, But we all know true God is the Almighty, the Creator, who created every one of us. Bless me for what you have given me. We are asking Allah to bless us. Allah has given us a lot of things, but whether what Allah has given us is been blessed or not, we don't know, but we are asking Allah for His blessing. And shelter me from the evil of what you have decreed. We know there are good and bad everywhere, but we are asking Allah, you know better. That's why when you travel to any area, the Prophet always remind you, don't forget to say, A'udhu bi kalimatillahi tammat min sharri ma khalaq. Anywhere you travel, when you reach your destination, don't overconfident. Even to Mecca is a holy area, but the people is not guaranteed to be holy. The land is holy, alhamdulillah. We hope that more people will go there, become better. But the challenges is everywhere, Even this year when we are throwing the Jamarat, in Mina, and it's quite relaxed, They will see two elderly men was arguing, pushing each other, and nobody is pushing them, just two guys. I was looking after I throw, what is happening? They are behaving like the Satan is in them, it's not out yet. You are there to throw the Satan, and both of you are arguing. I don't know why it's like that. That is why when you have the wrong intention, then this thing can happen. You thought that the shaitan is waiting for you to throw at him. The shaitan is not there anymore. It's a symbolic. The shaitan in you must throw out. If people push you, khalas. Smile, khalas. You can carry on. You look at you pushing back, and that is the beginning. That's why I share to all my people, I say, those who follow me, I say, when you're making tawaf, you see the pushing, people is going left and right. Don't be angry. You psycho yourself. People are giving you a free body massage. Boom, boom. And then you don't have problem. Anything is up to you. How do you look at things? Of course, you don't want to push, but people push you behind. They give one massage again. And then the one in front again look at you and then push back another massage. It's not easy to get all this. And this massage come from hundreds of hands. Body to body massage. When you think positively, you become happy. If not, you look at it, you get unhappy. Look at it, you get unhappy. Then how can you concentrate in your tawaf? All the time you are angry on it. You must be relaxed. Shelter me, ask Allah, oh Allah, protect me from the evil that you have created. That is what the Prophet said. When you reach your destination, say, A'udhu bi kalimatillah at-tammat min sharri ma khalaq. Oh Allah, I seek refuge in your name. You have the perfect name and attribute, who knows everything, who sees everything, who creates everything. Protect me from the bad thing that you have ordained, created in that area. That's how you have to be humble. Ask Allah. Be connected to Him. Indeed, you decree, and none can decree against you. He whom you support cannot be humiliated, nor can your enemy be honored. Blessed and exalted are you, O Allah. There is no refuge from you except with you. This is the dua that we have been recommended to recite with prayer. But majority have been recited in Fajr prayer. Because we pray vitir only Ramadan, 15 night. We recite, after that we don't recite anymore. With the Prophet pray vitir every night. But even then, is not a recitation that the grandson of the Prophet recite every weekend, on and off. Yeah? According to the Sunnah of the Prophet, this dua is recited but not continuously. Yeah? But we do it continue, but still we are not being guided until today. Still condemning people, judging people, saying people follow the Quran and Sunnah, they are not correct, you know. Only Allah knows how to guide these people. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us have the right understanding and the wisdom to implement the truth. Ameen. If there's any question, we open for Q&A. Yes, sis. Now, Qadar. Alhamdulillah.
My question is, I hope you be patient with
No
me
problem.
and help me, because I'm trying to formulate the question properly. In Islam, like in Surah Al-An'am, I can't remember where Allah tells us not to, Surah Al-An'am 108, Allah tells believers not to insult the idols and the gods of the disbelievers, because they will, in case they insult back.
Correct.
A lot. And also throughout the Quran, Allah reminds the Prophet ﷺ to speak kindly to the disbelievers and all that. And also the adab of Muslims is to be compassionate and kind.
Good.
So, but when we are kind, we see what's happened. You know, the disbelievers have no problems about insulting us and our gods, and to treat our brothers and sisters with such
Kindness.
They treat our brothers and sisters all over the world with such kejam zulm. And so what is the balance, Ustaz? You know, how do we show the izzah of Islam without, while still being compassionate and kind towards all? Whereas, because when we're kind, then they think we're weak and they kill our brothers and sisters.
Everything there is a limit. Even we want to be kind to our children, there is a limit. No. But in Islam, even in the time of the Prophet, he will now come out and tell you what you do is haram. No. They'll tell you what Allah wants you to believe, and stay away from shirk. There is the call of all prophets, an-ni'budullah was-tanibut taghut. Stay away from shirk. Don't have any partner beside Allah. That is the mission of all prophets. Do it hurt the disbeliever at the time? Yes. But because I love you, I care about you, that's why I got to say it loud and clear. Even you are not going to be happy with me. We know they are here to guide you, to help you out from darkness to light. But of course you don't condemn them. But what is happening sometimes, when there is a discussion between scholarly scholars, Islamic scholars, they are just highlighting what is written in your book about Muhammad, this man, where you are not aware of it. They are sharing with you, but you feel hurt because of that. If you say that what the scholars say is wrong, you must prove that he is wrong. No, it didn't mean. You don't even learn about your religion. You don't even understand what is written in your book. Where people who learn, they may be exposed, they just want you to have a common understanding. Like what Allah said in the Quran, قُلْ يَا أَهْلَ الْكِتَابِ تَعَالُوا إِلَى كَلِمَةٍ سَوَاءٍ بَيْنَنَا وَبَيْنَكُمْ أَلَّا نَعْبُدَ إِلَّا اللَّهِ. Say to the people of the book, let us come together to the common term. Let us worship the one true God who created you and me. The God of Moses, the God of Abraham, the God of Zid. That's all. But if you feel hurt, you must prove to us that what we say is wrong. That's all. We are not here to attack you. We have to share with you. Now,
but Ustaz, when they're hurt, then they will then create lies about
yes,
our
of course.
scouts and
We
all
don't
that.
curse people. We don't curse people. We are just telling people what is written. Like we are telling what is written in the book, in the Quran. Even it may hurt us, but this is what God said. It's not what I say. That's all. But if you say what we say is wrong about what we quote, you prove to us with dalil, not with your emotion. Oh, I disagree. But prove to us. We prove to you what is written. You prove to us. That's all you have to discuss. But when everything that is good been politicized, it become ugly. Good thing is good, but when you have different people who have different agenda, who don't have any knowledge about even the religious matter, they just want to create an issue and then it become wrong. That's why in Islam you don't talk without facts. It's not hearsay what is written.
Or is that, but
No.
since they are politicizing, like the 3 Hindu ministers and deputy ministers, right? Now, as Muslim
Then
people, should we actually call for them to
correct,
be fired
correct.
and
No, they have to
resign
stop them.
Yeah.
You have to educate them. Either you have to change your mindset, or you keep quiet. Is that difficult?
And for them,
Yeah, because you want to show people who you are. Is what? Self-image. No, when you talk about facts, then you must provide facts. You don't politicize things, no. That's why sometimes when you talk about religion, we don't talk about politics. We talk about what God said and what the Prophet have said. If it hurt you, we don't mean to hurt you. We are not talking about you, no. We are talking what Allah said, what the Prophet said. But if you feel that is hurting you, then you have to check inside you. Why it hurt me? Because I am not following what is right. Like people talk about anti-corruption. Do you think it hurt the corrupted people? Of course. Allah, why are they going to talk about this again? No. Of course, when you talk about corruption, is that good? It's good. To educate the people, don't be corrupt. But how do the corrupter feel? They feel good or not? They don't feel good. Normally it's like that. If you are not right, when people are telling you something that is right, you feel hurt. But it's good to be humble. If you want to discuss further, it's good. Have an open mind. Let us sit down and discuss. But to attack anybody out front is wrong. Totally wrong. But if I'm telling you what is written, if it's wrong, then you look into your book again, check again, confirm. If what you check, you find is not correct, then you can come and defend. No. What you have quoted is not correct. Prove it. But again, sometimes there are books From time to time, keep on changing. Where Quran never change. And that is the unique of the Quran. You can get it from China. You don't like the one in Malaysia, printed in Malaysia, get it from China one. It's the same Quran. Oh, you don't like the Chinese one, pro-Chinese, bias. Okay, get from Africa. Oh, you don't like the African, no, they are backward. Okay, you get from the West. And they see the Quran the same. And that's how we move on. Yeah, that's how we move on. I know sometimes things have been, when I was in Mecca, I also was following what is happening in our country. But we have lived in harmony, self-respect, honor other people's right. Now, the way things is moving, that they don't honor our right. They interfere in our matter. Yeah. The cut also become an issue. The jawi, why it can be issue? Or maybe old-fashioned antique one. They preserve heritage, this heritage. This is heritage. Something unique that we enjoy. That's why they say, don't create unnecessary issues. What we have been enjoying, the peace, the harmony, the living together, this is something we should honor. We never interfere in their religious matter. What I'm aware of, I don't know about other people, I never seen anybody will interfere in their belief, whatever they want to believe, whatever they do. We never stop them. But why they are interfering in our belief? And why we also give way for them to comment? No, please. Fellow Malaysian, we respect your right. Please respect our right. That's how harmony is being developed in this country, because we respect each other's rights. But sometimes, being human, the slip of tongue happens. Shaitan play with you. You just say something that you don't really mean it. Yeah. But be human enough and be fair to everybody. Double check again. That's why Allah said, "Fatabayyanu." You see, Islam is so beautiful. If you heard something, "Fatabayyanu," Allah give you 2 ears to balance out again. You cannot be just to a person when you hear one side and you don't hear the other side. Can you solve a domestic problem? You just listen to the husband's complaint and you don't listen to the wife's side? You can't. The husband may be correct, but you cannot say anything until you hear from the wife. There is to be fair to both parties. So harmony is a test for everybody. But we hope we will pass through this issue in peace. We all must honor and work very hard to maintain peace, because it's not easy. So once you have attained peace and we have lived in peace and harmony, everybody must work towards that. Okay, people make mistakes, forgive. Okay, we move on. Then we do our part. We will know that we are right. We have to prove to them that we are right. Not just say, I'm right, I'm right. Prove to them. That's why Allah said, be a true believer and act righteously. Be kind to your neighbor, respect them, honor their right. It's very important. I think so far we have been very, very, we have been very, very patient, and we are very, very positive from our side. Only because we are quiet. We choose to be quiet. Passive. They choose to be aggressive. So may Allah protect every one of us and protect our country. And the law must do what they have to do. If not, then people will never learn. Now they don't even respect the law. That is the danger part. May Allah strengthen the Iman, brothers and sisters. Thanks for praying for us. And we also never forget to pray for our Jama'ah, all our sisters and brothers. And also let us end our class with a prayer for Brother Azlan bin Osman, one of the family members of our Jama'ah, who passed away in Makkah. He just on the way out from the Haram and he collapsed and died. It's a good ending when people are praying and pass away. I'm going to make the dua. We can all try to follow me, inshallah. For Brother Azlan bin Osman and also for all the Muslims wherever they are. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad kama sallaita ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka hamidun majid. Allahumma ighfir lahu warhamhu wa afihi wa'fu anhu wa akrim nuzulahu wa wasi' mudkhalahu waghsilhu bil ma'i wal thalji wal baradi ونقيه من الخطايا كما ينقى الثوب الأبيض من الدنس. اللهم أبدله دارا خيرا من داره وأهلا خيرا من أهله وزوجا خيرا من زوجه. اللهم أدخله جنتك وأعزه من عذاب القبر وعذاب النار. اللهم اغفر لحينا وميتنا وشاهدنا وغائبنا وصغيرنا وكبيرنا وذكرنا وأنثانا. اللهم من أحييته منا فأحيه على الإسلام ومن توفيته منا فتوفى منا. اللهم لا تحرمنا أجرهم نستغيث آتنا في الدنيا وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.